This adventure was never meant to happen. For 2.5 months, our Jeep sat trapped in the workshop. For every issue fixed, a new one occurred. The weeks slipped by, postponing our plans. But then, like a phoenix from the ashes, Skadi was ready. Ready to explore the land of the Vikings. We'd been driving for nearly a day from the southern parts of Norway, sleep-deprived, running on coffee and adrenaline, pushing north into Trøndelag, in the middle of Norway. Last summer, we chased the sun through Italy's suffocating heat and Greece's endless coastline. This year, we were heading in the opposite direction, trading turquoise waters for mountain peaks and Arctic landscapes. Escaping the intense heat for something cooler, something wilder. Ahead of us, the road began to climb. This wasn't just any mountain pass. This was the steepest road we'd attempt on the entire journey. We knew that if Skadi could handle this, she could handle anything we would throw at her. If not, that would be the end of our summer. With every meter climbed, so did our nerves and our hope. But there was only one way to find out. Keep on going. The higher we climbed, the more the world opened up. Trees gave way to bare rock. Valleys stretched out below us like something from another time. This is a Norway most people never see. The raw, untouched wilderness that exists between the common tourist destinations. As we climbed higher, the road flattened out for a moment to breathe, to step out and feel just how different the air was up here, thinner and colder, a vast difference from last year in the Greek heat. But in that silence, we knew that we still had the steepest section of road left, one more climb, one more that could make or break our Jeep. 20% grade. Nothing but loose rocks, jagged edges, and the trail barely wide enough to fit the Jeep. This wasn't the road. It was a test. Every meter gained felt earned. The diesel engine roared, the tires clawed for grip, but we kept moving. Finally, we hit the summit. Skadi had made it. And for the first time, we felt truly ready to explore the land of the Vikings. (7°C), an endless view in every direction, an absolute silence. The kind of silence that makes you realize how loud the rest of the world really is. Up here, there was nothing but us. Our only company was the mountains and the sky. No heat wave, no crowds. Just the sharp, clean air of the Norwegian wilderness. The morning brought a different mountain entirely. The cold had given way to warmth. The clouds had lifted. The sun revealed the mountains I had hiked as a child, but this time from a perspective I'd never had before. There's something about returning to familiar places in unfamiliar ways. It makes you see them again, really see them. Last year, we discovered Greece through new eyes. This year, I was showing Eleni parts of Norway she had never seen. What goes up must come down. The way down was the same steep hill we'd climbed the night before. The same tight, unforgiving trail. Loose rocks, ready to puncture your tire. A 20% descent. We engaged the low gearing and just cruised down. In front of us lay the view that could leave anyone breathless. Further down the trail, branches were scraping against the paint, leaving deep scratches. But every mark, every scrape, it was proof. Proof that we didn't just look at the mountain, we conquered it.
The worst part, because here the trees are a little bit. Here the trees are a little bit tougher. It's harder. Paint job. But if you get polish, you can always get it out. It's just crazy.
With the mountain behind us, we turned our sights towards the coast. From rock and altitude to sea and open horizons, the journey north had just started. We found it on a remote island off the coast of Trøndelag, a beach so far from anywhere that the only company we had was an old excavator. This camp, this, was the first of many beautiful camps we would have on this adventure. But we enjoyed it like it was the last. The midnight sun hung low on the horizon, never setting, just lingering. We cooked, we sat, and as a contrast from last year in Greece, we could finally enjoy a campfire. But paradise came with a price: mosquitoes, thousands of them, and knot, tiny, relentless midges that found every exposed inch of skin. They swarmed us while we cooked. They followed us to the tent. No amount of swatting, no spray, no retreat seemed to make a difference. They were a part of the deal. This is overlanding. The beautiful and the brutal, side by side. You don't get to choose one without the other. You adapt. You endure, and somehow you find a way to appreciate it anyway. For the first time, we went to bed before the sun did. That's life near the Arctic Circle in the middle of summer. Here, day and night blur into one endless stretch of light. It's a different kind of magic than the Mediterranean sunsets we were chasing last year. But it's magic all the same. When we woke up, the world had changed again. Real summer had arrived. Warmth that soaked into your skin. Water so impossibly blue it could easily rival the Mediterranean. Little did we know, however, that this was just a taste. Further north, a heat wave was waiting. It seems like you just can't escape the heat. But for now, in this moment, everything was perfect. After recharging our batteries in the sun for a few hours, we packed up the camp, loaded the Jeep, and kept moving. We were heading north, always north, deeper into the land of the Vikings. Last year taught us that overlanding isn't just about the destination. It's about the road itself. And this road, this was ours.